All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol NIO, NEO Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all my first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to my channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all my subscribers, welcome back, and let's jump into this chart. So, NEO Inc. has actually been in a run of bullish trajectory. As I stated yesterday and the days before, every single time the consolidation has become shorter and shorter. You can see that it was pretty long here. It was almost a month here. It became about 2 weeks and a half here. Same thing here and a little bit less. And here it was just for a couple of days. And it continues to just run up to newer highs every time. Now, you could see that the bulls are running away from the 50-day moving average significantly. You can see every time they're just running away from it, and as it gets closer they go ahead and bounce off of it. So this is actually a low here, but I still want to point it out because right after is where the run continued. Now this could have gotten a lot closer to the 50-day moving average, but you could see how the bulls are just bouncing off from the 50-day moving average before it catches up to them, so that they can continue this run and doing that staircase effect. So you could see that the bulls are loading up on stocks. They're actually making a big effort on maintaining control over this chart, and the bulls are pulling away from the 50-day moving average significantly every time. Now, it's very important to see how resistance was broken through and how resistance turned into a support. Slightly got broken through, but it was used as support to continue to bounce back. That's a really good sign for the bulls as well, that they're really breaking through these resistance levels and making sure they don't fall back below them. So super interesting. Now if they hung out close to that, this 50-day moving average was going to catch up to it, and the bearish territory was going to be much easier to get into, giving leverage to the bears. So we're going to have to see here how this is going to continue to play out. So I want to say welcome to all my first time viewers and investors. Welcome to my channel, and to all my subscribers, welcome back. I'm going to have a trivia question at the end of this video. I want you guys to stay tuned in for it because these are important cues to pay close attention to for the coming days, and they're always going to have some significance to the chart. And the point of the whole entire trivia question is for you guys to memorize these points, because sometimes just watching through the video you may remember certain things, or you might write down most of the things, but you might forget and miss some of the things that are important for tomorrow. So I really look forward to your guys' comments, and that's my goal with these trivia questions. Yesterday was great. I loved your guys' participation, and I look forward to having more participation. Even if somebody answers, everyone is encouraged and welcome to answer as well. All right, so let's move our resistance level to its new location based off the last couple hours of the day, and our new support levels, the lowest point before the run started again, and it leveled off at 38.32. So this hit new highs today, and this is one of the most significant numbers for the bulls right now, and that's way up here at 39.74. I'd write that down. That's important for the next coming days and weeks if it doesn't get touched in the next coming days. 39.74. Here we have our resistance level. For the bulls to continue this momentum, they need to continue to break through it, use it as support, and reach newer highs and pull further away from the 50-day moving average, which also our support and 50-day moving average are significantly close, super close, to the point that our support is almost right there with the 50-day moving average. So this resistance level is 38.74. The bulls need to break through this to pull further away from the 50-day moving average, turn it into a support so they can reach new resistance levels and newer highs. So I want to emphasize the bulls need to break through 38.74, turn it into a support, and pull away to reach new resistance levels. Super significant for the bulls. And then the highest point reached up here at 39.74 being one of the most important numbers that the bulls want to break through so they can reach new highs and new resistance levels beyond that. Now, our support level is super close to the 50-day moving average. The 50-day moving average is 36.24. our support level is 36.29. If 36.29 is broken through, it's a 5 cent difference. That's a really small gap there to go ahead and pay close attention to the behavior of the stock if it's going to hit newer lows or get into bearish territory. That's a very small window. So if the bears were able to bring this down and take control from the bulls towards this support level, I want to emphasize to all investors, pay close attention to the behavior of this stock. How quickly did it get there? Is it hanging out slightly above it or around it for the bulls to reappear and bring this back up? Or are the bears now working on bringing this one down to newer lows and start to bring this into bearish territory significantly? Super important to keep that in mind. If this support level is broken through, there's only a 5 cent gap here. That's a very small stretch for the bears to go ahead and get into bearish territory. The next point of reference after 36.29 getting broken through would be the lowest point reached in the day after the bullish run, and that's 35.83. I'd write that down because that's almost close back to where this bullish run started to continue to work its way up to new highs. So that's a significant number. Keep it in mind. But before getting there, 36.29 is super important, and there's such a small gap that if the bears break through the support, this could be on its way down to newer lows, new support levels, and deeper into bearish territory. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community. And don't forget to hit that like button to let me know you watched this video. So, trivia question. And it's a very important question, actually, for the coming days and for the trajectory of this stock. What is the highest point that this stock reached today and in the time frame that we could see? If you can actually look back, it's the highest point in valuation that the stock has had all year. And what is it, and why is it important? Why is it important, and what is that highest point reached that this stock has been valued at and that it reached today? I look forward to seeing your guys' comments down below and engaging in conversation with you guys. And if somebody answers it right and you think it's something else, or you want to go ahead and answer as well, and it's the same answer, you're more than welcome to write it down as well. I want to see how many of you are actually really engaging to pay close attention to these cues, because watching through these videos is phenomenal, but actually knowing the information is even better, because they'll have you prepared for the next coming days and weeks. And I don't mean to like point anything out to anybody, like saying, oh, you're not watching the video. It's nothing like that. No, I don't. That's not my intention. I just want more people to be engaged and to help one another, because sometimes somebody picks it up and somebody else didn't pick it up. Like it went through too fast, or some of you guys are watching these videos while doing something else and you kind of missed it, or many different things. So by you guys commenting down below, you guys point out one cue that's important, and it's not like I'm trying to see who's paying attention or not. It's not about that. I know that you guys are all grasping this significantly to where extent you need it, and I really appreciate everybody's support, and I really appreciate everybody recognizing my efforts. So that goes a long way. But I want to do these trivia questions because somebody could have missed it, and by you guys pointing it out, you guys write it down below in the comments, and also you guys are engaging in conversations with one another, and just a way for you guys to acknowledge the fact that, yeah, I heard that and I really appreciate it, or that was a good point. I want to see your guys' insight as well. It's not just for you guys to point out the point of the question. It's also to see what your guys' thoughts are on that, and how significant is it? Is it significant to you like I see it, or do you think otherwise? We're all investors here. We're all, have a different perspective, but we all know for the most part what we're doing here, and I really want you guys to have a voice. It's not just me talking on the screen, and not just me showing you guys everything. I want every single one of you guys. We're a community here of investors, to have a voice and say things as well. Oh, that is a valid point, or I see what you're saying there. Oh, yeah, it was this point, and yes, that's very interesting. So all that stuff is what it's for. The trivia question is not to like see who's paying attention or not, because everybody has the right to pay attention up to where they want to, or you guys are paying attention up to what you need it, you know. So I'm highly respectful about that, and I completely understand. Not every single word on this video you're gonna take with you, and we all have our own perspectives. But one thing I am here is to look out for every investor as much as I can with my knowledge up to the extent that I know. And one thing is that I just want us to engage more and look out for one another, and that's one way that these trivia questions can point out certain things that people could have missed. So again, the trivia question is, what is the highest valuation that this stock reached in the whole time frame that you can see it in the chart, and why is it important, and what was the highest point reached, which was the highest point reached today, and why is it important? I look forward to seeing your guys' questions answered down below. And again, I apologize if I'm rambling a lot about this, but I want you guys to see value in it, and I hope that there's value in it and it's helping other people as well, not just you that caught on to it and paid attention, but help somebody else that might have missed it or overlooked it or didn't see it as significant. So I want to point out certain cues that are very important for the next coming days. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.